All right, lights go down. 25 laps the distance. New England Pro-4 Modifieds. Henry Sirangano on the point. Jack Dumas outside in the 4X. Green flag in the air. Pro-4 Modified main event is underway. Dumas on the outside groove gets the advantage on Henry Sirangano. Doug Meserve pushing through in the 67. Sirangano fights back now in the 3X, way up the racetrack. Dumas had to get on the binders, 3 wide down the front straightaway. 2 cars around, the 66 of Phillips and the 44 of Dave Wheeler go around caution flag number 1. The original wheelman himself, downtown Kevin Brown, signing autographs on the front straightaway. Good to see Kevin Brown making his first start of the year. He had a little bit of a wager with yours truly, and he is a man of his word in action here tonight. Green flag set to fly this time. Randy Clark going to get to the outside of Henry Sirangano. Green flag back in the air. New England Pro-4 Modifieds back underway. Clark didn't get a great start on the outside groove as Dumas tries to fill the hole. Now Clark fights back on the outside groove, but Henry Sirangano leads the way. Henry Sirangano leads the way. Clark trying the outside groove. Sirangano way up the racetrack again in the 3X. Contact for the lead now. Your leader's down to the grass. Henry Sirangano in the 3X car around 3 wide for the second spot now. Full contact Pro-4 Modified Racing. Caution flag is out again. All right, lights go down.
It was great to watch my brother.
2 down, 23 laps remain for your new leader, Randy Clark in the 93. Jack Dumas to his outside in the 4 car. Green flag back in the air. New England Pro-4 Modifieds back underway. Dumas got a really good jump on the outside of Clark. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Here comes Gill now. 3 wide for the second spot. Rob Ricciardi throws it in deep in the 0 car. They bang wheels through turns 3 and 4, and Ricciardi comes out with a second spot. Rob Ricciardi takes the second spot away. Here comes the Floridian Steve Gill now to the bottom side. Randy Clark able to fend off the 2 of Gill for the time being. Justin Fafford right in line there in the 4. Then the 37 of Alan Reiser. Reiser now dives to the bottom side on the 04 of Justin Fafford for the 5th spot. Slow car down the back straightaway. That's Katie Rose in the 24 Vermont. Something broke on the 24 car, and she heads pit side. Tough break for Rose. Battle for the 5th spot goes to the 37 of Alan Reiser as Fafford falls in line. Up front, Jack Dumas, your leader. Rob Ricciardi second. Randy Clark now putting the pressure back to the 0 of Ricciardi. Ricciardi now fights through trying to battle for the lead. Good run for Ricciardi that time through turns 1 and 2. Drivers jockeying for position further back in the pack. Henry Sirangano, Meserve, Lester in the 77 of Marsh. The top 3 have broken away as the 2 of Gill tries to hang with him, and then it's a ways back to the 37 of Alan Reiser. Rob Ricciardi trying to find a good line to catch that 4 car of Dumas, but right now he's going to be careful because the 93 of Randy Clark is right there. Here comes Gill now starting to reel in that battle for the second spot. Good hard racing up front between your top 4 in tonight's New England Pro-4 Modified main event. Top 4 single file about a straightaway ahead of 5th place Reiser. Reiser now feeling the pressure from the 66 of Phillips. Phillips back up towards the front after his spin early in car 66. Jack Dumas doing everything he can to keep 3 cars behind him right now. Ricciardi, Clark, and the 2 of Gill. Battle for 5th now. Here comes Phillips. Phillips peeked to the bottom side of Reiser. Reiser sideways in the 37 car. Phillips a little sideways as well, but Phillips in the 66 will get down underneath. Craig Phillips sideways, and Reiser takes the spot back. Alan Reiser, a veteran of Pro-4 Modified Racing, hanging tough in that 5th spot. Back up front now. Dumas, your leader, is trying to put some distance between himself and Ricciardi. Ricciardi, big bobble that time through turns 1 and 2. That allows Clark right back to his rear bumper with Gill in tow. Halfway home at the line. 13 down, 12 to go for Jack Dumas in car number 4X. Lap traffic could play a factor in this one. They're starting to reel in the tail end of the field. The 03 Vermont of Sophia Ashford and then Marsh in the 77. Once again, Randy Clark peeked to the bottom side of Rob Ricciardi. Ricciardi fends him off. Randy Clark gets to the bottom side once again. Lap traffic dead ahead. Dumas is starting to open up his gap now as he works around the outside of Ashford. The battle is for the second spot now. Clark has to back out of it in the 93. Two cars at contact. Caution flag is going to have to fly. Reservi and Reiser stopped in the corner. Caution flag is out. Two cars at a dead. Chief starter Dave Tibbetts crosses the field up, gives them the 1-to-go signal next time by. The 10-lap shootout for the main event for the New England Pro-4 Modified set to go. All right, here we go. Green flag back in the air. Pro-4 Modified main event back underway. Ricciardi got a great jump on the outside, and he gets the lead away. Rob Ricciardi was alert on that start, got a great jump and dove to the bottom side. Now Dumas going to have to deal with Clark. Clark gets into him. Oh, big hit. Jack Dumas hard into the wall. They're wrecking more on the front straightaway. Contact between Henry Sirignano back in the mix. Justin Fafford right there as well. Keep an eye on Sirignano. He knows his way around the Star Speedway. Long-time campaigner. Green flag back in the air, and Ricciardi gets a great jump. Battles for second now. Phillips in the 66 and Gill in the 2. Henry Sirignano right there in the 4th spot. Phillips runs the 2 of Gill up the racetrack. Here comes Henry Sirignano. As Gill goes to the bottom side, he's trying to take the second spot back from Phillips now. Craig Phillips shakes him off down the back straightaway. The battle is going to be for third now between Gill and the 2 and the 3X of Sirignano up front. It's all Rob Ricciardi in car number 0. Ricciardi now trying to take off from second spot. Phillips all alone in that second spot. Battle going on for that third spot between Gill and Sirignano. Lap starting to tick away in tonight's 25-lap main event for the New England Pro-4 Modifieds, and Rob Ricciardi trying to take off from Phillips. Sirignano ships it in down underneath the 2 of Gill, and he makes the pass. Henry Sirignano with a bold move down underneath the 2 of Gill. Gill's got trouble. Steve Gill in car number 2 has issues down the back straightaway. Looks like he's headed pit side. Tough break all the way from Florida, and he heads pit side early. 5 laps to go at the line. Craig Phillips in that 66 car is closing the gap on Rob Ricciardi for the top spot. Henry Sirignano all alone in that 3rd spot. Rob Ricciardi now tries to put some more distance between himself and Phillips. Phillips trying to reel him back in, but he's running out of time. 3 to go at the line this time. Oh, Sirignano has problems. Here comes Fafford. Justin Fafford, just like that. Mechanical failure out of the top 3 for Henry Sirignano. Tough break. His car smoking down the front straightaway. Tough break for Sirignano. That gives the 3rd spot to the 04 of Fafford. 2 laps to go at the line for Ricciardi. Rob Ricciardi in the 0 car now has a mirror full of the 66 of Phillips down the back straightaway. Craig Phillips has come out of nowhere right back to the rear bumper as Sirignano gets down pit road. White flag in the air. Final jump around for Rob Ricciardi. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Phillips tried all he could, but he couldn't quite get there. Your New England Pro-4 Modified winner, Rob Ricciardi. 2nd to Craig Phillips. 3rd to Justin Fafford. 4th to Clark, and 5th to Lester Willhead trackside.